LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe mode. Welcome to Cyber Sunday on a Saturday. Yes, I know. Anyways, we are kicking off with the World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. A match that many have said is more than the champ bargained for. As out first, Ilja Dragunov. The Invincible. The Unbisbar. I cannot pronounce it, but Russian for invincible. The Invincible Ilja Dragunov making his way to the ring. Former NXT North American Champion, the final North American Champion, voted in. At one point was tailing behind his other competitors tonight. Was a long stretch from being able to get here. For a minute, was leading the charge after an amazing rally to come back in the polls. And then it settled into a three-way tie, and he finds himself here challenging for the World Heavyweight title for the first time in his career. So Ilja Dragunov is here, and you know Ray, if he's watching along at home, has the biggest smile on his face that one of his big projects has made it here to Cyber Sunday to fight for the World Heavyweight title. Out next, the genetic freak, the young pup-faced gremlin, the son of Rick Steiner, the breaker, Bron Steiner, a man who many have said is destined to do better things than either of his predecessors and his family could have in the wrestling world. Better than his uncle and better than his father. Bron Steiner, in his first year in WWE, his first year as a wrestler, is challenging for a world championship on pay-per-view. This man was leading the charge from the first day of the Cyber Sunday polls until Dragunov pulled ahead. And finally, the former Cruiserweight champion, the Olympian, Chad Gable, making his way to the ring. Gable, between these three guys, the oldest of the three, but still young in his career here as a wrestler. This man not yet 40, so he's got plenty of years ahead of him in the business. Chad Gable making his way to the ring. But finally, the measuring stick of this matchup. The man who has everything to lose and everything to gain. These other three competitors have nothing to lose and everything to gain, but Seth Rollins risks it all tonight. The Kingslayer, the Visionary, Seth freaking Rollins is here. Seth Rollins making his way to the ring. Rollins wanted one of SmackDown's promising future stars, and he got three, thanks to the LS11 Universe's voting. Now tonight, we have to see if the luck of the draw is going to favor Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins doesn't have to be pinned tonight. Unlike the US title match later tonight, this is not elimination. This is one fall to the finish. Bron Steiner could pin Chad Gable earlier, Dragunov. Dragunov could pin Gable or Steiner. Gable could pin Dragunov or Steiner. And Seth Rollins could lose the title without being pinned. Just like that, the comeback story of Seth Rollins going from the Monday Night Messiah back to the Kingslayer and back to the top of the mountain could be all over. The World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Without any further ado, it is a fatal four-way matchup. Dragunov, Steiner, Gable, Rollins. Here we go. Rollins goes right for Steiner with a drop kick. Dragunov grabs Gable. Dragunov with a suplex. Steiner grabs Rollins. Braun Steiner drives Rollins to the mat. Dragunov suplex to Gable. Rollins clothesline to Steiner. Now Dragunov neckbreaker to Gable. Rollins with a jump to Steiner. Rollins starts attention to Gable, but Steiner grabs him. Braun Steiner drives Rollins to the mat again. Ilja Dragunov going after Chad Gable. Dragunov into a Northern Lights. Seth Rollins with a boot to Steiner takes him down. Dragunov into a cover. 1, 2. Rollins breaks it up. Now Rollins tries to kick Dragunov. Steiner grabs him. Steiner knocked back. Dragunov grabs Rollins, takes him down with a side Russian leg sweep. Goes onto him, and now Gable throws him in the corner. Gable throws Steiner in the corner. Chad Gable takes down Steiner, going after the knees. Seth Rollins comes off the ropes. Knee to the head of Dragunov. Seth Rollins takes down Dragunov. Gable taking out the knees of Steiner, trying to make it harder for Steiner to throw people around like he normally does, as Seth Rollins throws Ilja Dragunov out of the ring. And now Rollins grabs Chad Gable, and a forearm strike takes him down. Rollins looking at Steiner now, and Rollins drop kicks to Steiner, but didn't get all of it. Gable comes to the outside. Now this whole match has gone to the outside. It's become a brawl. Gable with a hip toss. Steiner grabs Dragunov. Steiner throws Dragunov into the ring post. Gable's got Rollins down, and now Gable grabs Rollins, picks him up, inside cradle, suplexes him, as Dragunov chopping the hell out of Braun Steiner on the outside. Steiner kicks him in the ribs. Rollins kicks Gable in the ribs now. Now Seth Rollins with Chad Gable into the barricade. And an enziguri. Steiner now pulling Dragunov up. Steiner takes him down as Rollins elbow to the back of Braun Steiner, just shrugged it off as Gable follows Rollins out. Neckbreaker takes him down. And now Gable elbow to Rollins. Braun Steiner back in the ring now as Gable grabs Rollins, and Gable suplexes him. Down goes Rollins. Gable grabs onto him again now, and Chad Gable with Rollins throws him across the ring. Ilja Dragunov now up on the apron. Dragunov. Rollins knocks back Gable. Now Rollins getting knocked back. Chad Gable, Pele kick, takes down the champ. And Dragunov and Steiner, the only two in the ring. The ring's the only place this matchup can come to an end, as Gable takes out the leg of Seth Rollins. Dragunov throws Steiner headfirst into the corner. Gable working over the face of Seth Rollins. Ilja Dragunov pulling back on the arm of Braun Steiner, taking him down. And now Gable turns Rollins around. Chad Gable with a German takes down the champ. Dragunov has Steiner into the corner. Dragunov now with Steiner. Gable's got Rollins. Dragunov throws Steiner across the ring. Dragunov gets caught. Steiner now gets kicked in the ribs as Gable doubles down and throws Rollins back into the barricade. Rollins goes down. Dragunov with an STO to Steiner. Gable gets Rollins back up again. Gable, right hook. Rollins finally counters. Rollins with a boot to Gable. Now Seth Rollins back into the ring. Rollins kicks Dragunov in the ribs. And again. And now Seth Rollins with Ilja Dragunov. Throws him in the corner. Rollins kicking Dragunov now, and Rollins going after Dragunov, who's been a big threat in this matchup. Hesitation drop kick. Steiner takes down Gable. Rollins with a double axe handle to Dragunov. Dragunov Germans Rollins. Now Chad Gable slammed down by Steiner. Rollins kicks out as Dragunov goes for the cover. Steiner turns attention to Rollins. Rollins is down. Dragunov. Whoa, Steiner counter. Steiner. No, Dragunov counter. Steiner gets caught with a German. German suplex takes down Braun Steiner. And Ilja Dragunov now with a suplex again takes him down. And now Ilja Dragunov Seth Rollins pulling himself up. Dragunov, here we go. Ilja getting fired up for Torpedo Moscow. Rollins and Gable right there to make the save, though. Now Dragunov with a right hook to Rollins. Dragunov gets Rollins up. Rollins gets caught by Gable. Now Dragunov and Gable looking to double team Rollins. Dragunov with a right hook. Rollins counters. Rollins. It's back Dragunov and Rollins. With a chop. Rollins counters now and Rollins. Big boot to Dragunov. Gable going for the leg. Rollins. Watch as Gable goes for the leg of Steiner. Rollins. Drop kick to Gable. Takes him down. And now Seth Rollins went for another boot to Gable. Gable with a right hook. Turns attention to Steiner. Steiner grabs onto Gable. Bron Steiner with Chad Gable. Pulling him up now for a suplex. Rollins causes Gable to drop on his head. And now Steiner's got Rollins. Steiner with the world champion. Rollins counters. Rollins knocks it back. Rollins goes for a kick. Gable knocks back Steiner now. And Seth Rollins clotheslines Gable. And now Rollins with a forearm to Steiner. Rollins has Steiner down. Rollins, the super curb stomp to Bron Steiner into a cover. But Chad Gable breaks it up by suplexing Dragunov. Rollins might have had it won there. Might have had Bron Steiner pinned. And now Dragunov goes for a kick. Gable got out of the way. Rollins throws Steiner over the top. Rollins gets caught by Steiner. Gable kicks down Dragunov. Bron Steiner with a slingshot spear. Rollins staggers back to his feet. Steiner with a right hook. Steiner kicked in the ribs. Rollins kicking him back now. Seth Rollins fires away. Boots him. Rollins takes him down. And now Seth Rollins getting Bron Steiner back to his feet. Steiner with a right hook. Steiner gets caught by Rollins. Rollins with a forearm. Takes him down. Gable now. Dragunov goes out of the ring. Rollins gets caught by Gable. I think Rollins was trying to take out Steiner, so instead Rollins gets taken out. And now Bron Steiner's got Chad Gable. Headbutts him. Steiner grabs the leg. Rollins back into the ring. Rollins dumps Steiner out of the ring. Now he grabs Gable. Seth Rollins gets Chad Gable back up. Drop kick. Steiner back into the ring. Spear! Steiner spears the champion. Rollins is down. Steiner could be moments away from becoming world champion. Goes for a gut wrench with Dragunov. Stops it. It's become a mosh pit now. Chad Gable gets drop kicked by Rollins. Steiner gets caught with a right hook. Discus forearm. Down goes Braun. Steiner ducks out of the ring. Dragunov swings around the rope. Takes out Gable. And now Dragunov firing away on the champ. Rollins takes him down. Gable gets caught. Gable catches the champion. Seth Rollins up on the shoulders of Gable, who stun guns him into the corner. Gable now kicks Dragunov in the ribs. Rollins ducks out of the ring. Gable. Back body drop to Dragunov. Rollins knocks back Gable now, and Seth Rollins kicks him in the ribs. There's a punch. Rollins super kick attempt. Gable out of the way. Rollins. Revolution knee. Big boot. Steiner grabs Rollins now, and Steiner. Back body drop to the champ. Rollins is down. Steiner. Going after Gable now is Steiner. Rollins is down. Seth Rollins is down. Chad Gable throws Steiner in the corner, and Gable with the Chaos Theory. 1, 2, Steiner kicked out. And now Gable into an ankle lock. Gable with an ankle lock on Steiner. Chad Gable could be on the verge of becoming World Heavyweight Champion. Steiner. Rollins there to break it up, though. And now everyone back in the ring as Rollins goes with a clothesline to Gable, kicking Dragunov in the back. And now Gable grabs Dragunov, taking him down. Rollins goes for Dragunov. Dragunov knocks back Gable now, and Ilja Dragunov with a right hook. Rollins boots Steiner in the back of the head as Gable Into a neckbreaker to Dragunov. Rollins kicks Dragunov. Drop kick to Steiner. Gable takes down Dragunov. Rollins throws a kick at Gable, knocking Gable back. Now Braun Steiner getting involved again. Braun Steiner with a punch to the back. Rollins thrown over the top rope. And now Steiner grabs Gable, puts him in the ropes now, and Steiner punches Gable. Dragunov throws the champion off the top rope. Steiner gets Gable with a clothesline. Now Dragunov getting Rollins back to his feet. Torpedo Moscow. Steiner recliner is in at the same time. He's got it in on Gable. Dragunov's got a 3 count on Rollins, though. Steiner breaks it up. Oh, and down goes Steiner. And now Braun Steiner gets caught by Dragunov. Dragunov gets him up. Goes for a suplex. Dragunov gets caught. Steiner. German suplex. And now Braun Steiner grabs Chad Gable for the military press power slam. Rollins with Dragunov spear. Braun Steiner spears the world champion. And now Steiner grabs Dragunov, kicks him in the ribs. Braun Steiner now with Dragunov. Out of the ring. Gable with a chop to the back of Steiner. Gable goes for a kick. Steiner counters. Steiner clothesline to Gable. Steiner could have this one won, but instead, I think he wants to beat Seth Rollins. Steiner now throws Rollins back in the ring. Oh, now Dragunov getting back involved, and Dragunov STO. Rollins with the right hand to Gable. Dragunov trying to get Rollins up. It's become a mosh pit again. Everyone wants their hands on the champion. There's now Dragunov with a right hand to the back of Steiner. Steiner thrown out of the ring. Steiner's down and out. Dragunov follows him to the outside. Gable's got Rollins. Steiner with a shoulder block on the outside. Gable. Steiner wiping him out. Now Rollins grabs Steiner and Seth Rollins. Throws Steiner in the corner. Dragunov grabs Gable. Knee strike. Rollins goes for Dragunov. Dragunov gets knocked back. Steiner pounces on Rollins. Now Dragunov takes down Steiner. And Dragunov with a jumping neck breaker. Cover. 1, 2. Nearly had him, did Dragunov. Steiner now gets caught. Dragunov goes for the leg. Dragunov's got him now, getting him back to his feet. Ilja Dragunov. Torpedo! Moscow! 1, 2. Steiner kicked out. And now every man back in the ring again. Steiner rolling out of the ring. Gable grabs Dragunov and Chad Gable. Dragunov fighting back. Dragunov fights back against Gable, and Ilja Dragunov grabs the former Cruiserweight champion. Throws him over the top. Rollins knocking back Dragunov now, and Dragunov right hand to the back of Rollins. Dragunov throws Rollins in the corner. Goes for a clothesline. Gable catches Dragunov. Gable kicking Dragunov now, knocking him back. Chad Gable. Neckbreaker. Boot from Rollins to Gable. Gable is down. Rollins boots him again. Steiner back into the ring, though. Now Steiner. Double underhook. Slams down Gable. Rollins kicks Steiner in the ribs. 4. Curb stomp. Boot to Gable as well. Cover to Steiner. 1, 2. Too little too late for Dragunov. Seth Rollins retains the World Heavyweight title. Every man had this match won at some point. This matchup truly could have gone any way. But in the end, your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. Despite the odds, his chances of winning drastic went down, but Seth Rollins proves he is unlike any other champ. Rollins gets the win. Let's move on with more of Cyber Sunday. Otis, dude, you totally screwed up the plan last night. Sammy, I don't know what you mean. I mean, the plan was to make them think you were El Generico since I couldn't get the real El Generico to show up, and instead, you blew the plan and took the hardcore title. Sammy, our plan never said I couldn't take your hardcore title. Ah! Otis, hey man. Oh, hey, Truth. Look, man, you know I'm after that hardcore 7-Eleven 24/7 championship all the time. But you know what? I've been thinking there's a better way to go about it than sneak attacking. So how about in exchange for that hardcore title, I take you out to a nice steak dinner? Oh yeah! Take the title. All right, you sure? Yeah. It is now time to move on to what is sure to be just insanity. It's time for the 6-woman tornado tag tables match. You're going to see at least 3 tables break tonight, because here comes Toxic Attraction to the ring. The former SmackDown Women's Champion Mandy Rose, flanked by Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne, coming to the ring. Rose, Jayne, and Dolan have been holding SmackDown hostage, more or less, in the women's division. Had that championship locked down for a few months after Toxic Attraction's arrival. Now tonight, they look to reestablish their dominance, look to get one up over the new faction in the SmackDown women's division, over the Fight Factory, as Toxic Attraction making their way to the ring tonight. Rose, Dolan, and Jayne looking to put their opponents through the table and end it. So they make their way to the ring. But their opponents have really had their number as of late. Here comes the Fight Factory. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Nikki Cross. Kaylee Ray and Blair Davenport. The Fight Factory approaching the ring. A dangerous trio these three are. 3 world-class athletes here tonight. Cross, the SmackDown Women's Champion for a reason. Kaylee Ray and Blair Davenport, both pegged as future champions. Just imagine when those women's tag titles come about soon. WrestleMania is when we're aiming to have the first champions crowned, for those curious. So Fight Factory is here. It could be a very good night for the Fight Factory. They could have the SmackDown Women's title and the Intercontinental title in their ranks by the end of the night. Fight Factory has 7 members, the most of any faction in the LS11 Universe right now. The Undisputed Elite a close second. So here we go. It's just going to be mayhem, isn't it? You got Nikki Cross going after Gigi Dolan. You got Jacy Jayne throwing Blair Davenport. Kaylee Ray and Mandy Rose going at it. Power slam from Jayne to Davenport. Rose kicks the back of Kaylee Ray. Nikki Cross throws Gigi Dolan out of the ring. Oh, nearly eliminates her. Remember, it is an elimination matchup tonight. It's Nikki Cross. Now kicks Gigi Dolan in the ribs. If you go through a table and it breaks, you are out. Oh! Nikki drops her. Oh, and Kaylee Ray falls on the folded out table. Mandy Rose dumped her on the wood on the outside. That had to hurt. Mandy Rose now coming to the assist of Kaylee Ray, but that's leaving poor Blair Davenport in the ring to fend off Jane and Dolan on her own. But she seemed to be doing just fine at first. Everyone back in the ring. There's a clothesline. Nikki going after the woman she took the championship from last month. Mandy Rose goes down. Now Nikki going to get the first table in the matchup broken. Super kick from Blair Davenport. As now Kaylee Ray. Oh, Nikki trying to save her. Oh! Gigi Dolan eliminated by Blair Davenport. Toxic Attraction down one member. Dolan having to be removed from the equation now. Kaylee Ray getting a table now. I didn't even really see how that table got broken, honestly. But there's plenty more hardware underneath the ring. As Nikki tries to hit Mandy Rose with the table, but Mandy Rose takes the table instead. Nikki Cross knocks her down, though, and JC Jane trying to take out Blair Davenport. Mandy Rose trying to stop Nikki from setting up a table. Jane could eliminate Davenport as Mandy throws Nikki into the steps. And now JC Jane trying to eliminate Blair Davenport here. Davenport saving herself as Nikki grabs JC Jane. Kicks her in the ribs. Kaylee Ray throws Mandy Rose into the steps. And now Nikki tells Blair to get out of her way. JC Jane trying to fight out. Blair Davenport was in the way of Nikki Cross. As Fight Factory is dominating at the moment. Blair Davenport taking down JC Jane, and Blair Davenport has her down. And now Nikki wants some at the table, gets knocked over again. Improved table physics, huh, guys? Huh? What you were telling us? Improved table physics? As now Blair Davenport puts her against the table, and Nikki... Oh, Blair Davenport looking for the elimination! Chokeslam through the table, another one gone. This matchup's about to be over before it can even really begin. Somebody wake JC Jane up and tell her she's been eliminated. As now the 3-on-1 beatdown of Mandy Rose is about to begin. Blair Davenport takes her down. Look at the pile of wood in the ring. Kaylee Ray is down. Now the 3-on-1 assault can begin. Nikki Cross directing traffic. Mandy Rose gets slammed headfirst into the floor. Toxic Attraction is being dominated right now. Mandy Rose tries to fight back, throws Kaylee Ray. And now Nikki Cross watches as Blair Davenport takes her down. Kaylee Ray gets her up. And now Kaylee Ray kicks her down. Nikki grabs onto her now, and Nikki Cross tries to grab her, but her partners are getting in her way. Blair Davenport drops the elbow. At this point, just throw her in the ring and put her through a table, guys. You've got her beat. Nikki getting up now as now Nikki Cross getting off the apron. Again, as I said, it's just a 3-on-1 assault. As soon as Mandy Rose tries to get some offense in, she's stopped. Nikki kicks her in the ribs now, and Nikki Cross. Oh, Mandy Rose takes her down. Oh, Mandy Rose trying to pull off a comeback here. Is Blair Davenport going back into the ring. Now Nikki grabbing Mandy Rose, saying, she's mine, let me take care of this. Mandy Rose fighting back. Mandy Rose knocks her back, knocks back the woman who took her championship. Mandy Rose throws her into the apron. Davenport grabs her, though. As I said, anytime Mandy Rose tries to get something going for herself, she gets caught. She's got all 3 members of Fight Factory on her right now. Nikki Cross sends her back into the ring. And now Nikki. Every time Mandy tries to fight back, Nikki's got her number. And now Nikki Cross. Here we go. Power bombs her. That's it. That was bowling shoe ugly, as JR would put it. 3 tables later, Fight Factory gets the win. Fight Factory gets the win, gets the last laugh over Toxic Attraction. We got more coming up here at Cyber Sunday. So there's been a lot of talk with the Hurt Business as of late, and we're looking to expand. We're looking to expand tonight. So we're going to be watching all these matches very closely tonight. We are looking in places you might not expect for the Hurt Business to expand. I'll be saying no more on the topic this time, but if we find someone we find worthy, you'll know. We now move on to some more action up next as the Raw Women's Championship is going to be up for grabs. And out first is the challenger, who won in a landslide when it came to being voted in, which I shouldn't have been surprised about. I know this community, and I don't know why I acted like I didn't. Liv Morgan making her way to the ring. Liv Morgan has been on a roll as of late in her own right, getting big win after big win on Monday Night Raw. She's really turned things around for her career this season. Has gone toe-to-toe with the champion multiple times. Many believe that this could be third time lucky for Liv Morgan in this matchup. This is her third title opportunity against Rhea Ripley, and tonight could be her night. We're about to find out, though, because here comes Rhea Ripley. The Raw Women's Champion, who has reigned supreme over the red brand for a very, very long time. This woman has not been defeated in singles action in over 400 days, and she has reigned as the Raw Women's Champion as of today for 392 days. If she retains tonight, she is guaranteed to hit the big 400. Rhea Ripley making her way to the ring. They call her the Nightmare for a reason. She can dominate the competition. Look at her long list of names she has gone through since the start of her title reign over a year and some change ago. Rhea Ripley is an impressive woman. She is not someone to take lightly. If she beats Liv Morgan tonight, she's essentially gone through the whole Raw roster. Who's left? One of the most dominant competitors in the LS11 Universe ever. Rhea Ripley makes her way to the ring. The Raw Women's title is on the line. Without further ado, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, one last time. Liv's last shot. Here we go. Rhea with a right hook. And again, Liv punches her in the gut. And now Liv Morgan knocking her back. Liv Morgan jabs her. There's a kick. Liv grabs onto her. Throws her into the corner. And Liv Morgan with a monkey flip to Rhea Ripley takes her down. Liv Morgan elbow strike takes her down again. And now Liv grabs onto her, getting her back up to her feet. Liv Morgan. Right hand connects. And a jab. Knocking back Rhea Ripley. Staggers her now. And Rhea kicks her in the ribs though. And Rhea Ripley now knocking her back. Rhea Ripley grabs onto her. Headbutt takes her down. Kick from Rhea. Now Rhea Ripley grabs Liv Morgan. Stomps on her back. And now Rhea again. Takes her down again. Into a cover now goes Ripley. Cover on Morgan. Rhea Ripley, one. No. Kick out from Liv. Takes her down. Liv getting back up to her feet now. Rhea Ripley shoves her away. Liv Morgan punches Ripley in the gut. And now Liv with Rhea off the ropes. Liv sends her off the ropes. They collide. And now Liv Morgan clothesline to Rhea Ripley. There's another kick. Liv takes her down. Liv Morgan goes for a stomp. Rolls through. Rhea Ripley grabs onto her. And Rhea Ripley now. Liv counters. Liv Morgan knocking her back. Knocks her back again. Does Liv. And now Liv Morgan with Rhea. Throws her across the ring. Into the corner. Into another monkey flip from Liv Morgan. Liv telling the referee to get the hell out of her way. Goes up to the top rope now. Liv Morgan. Splish to Rhea Ripley for the title. 1, 2, no. Rhea Ripley gets back to her feet now, and Ripley sweeps the leg of Liv Morgan. Liv getting picked back up to her feet now by Ripley. And Rhea Ripley throws her over the top, out to the floor. She goes down, and Rhea following Liv to the outside now. Right hand connects, turns her around. Liv Morgan in trouble. Rhea gets her up and slams her down on her knee. And another stomp connects. Liv now gets Rhea back. Rhea now gets Liv back up, and Liv hit with the Northern Lights on the outside. Rhea Ripley taking things to the outside. Throws Liv back into the ring, though. Liv staggering back up to her feet. Rhea gets knocked back. Liv looking to live in infamy. Knee to the face. Liv knocks her down. Cover. 1, 2, no. Rhea Ripley kicks out. And now Liv slaps her in the face. Liv Morgan looking to take down the longest reigning champion. Rhea kicks her in the ribs. 4. Riptide. Cover. Liv kicked out at 1. The defiance of Liv Morgan. Oh, she gets kicked in the ribs. Punched in the back. Now Liv is down. Rhea Ripley calling the shot, saying we're done. And Rhea Ripley with a German suplex. Liv was trying to refuse to give up, but Rhea might be forcing her to die. Punt kicks her in the face. Liv goes down. Now Rhea into a submission. Rhea into the submission on Morgan. It could be all over for Liv Morgan. The number 1 contender might tap out here. Liv Morgan, whoa, rolls through. Into oblivion. 1, 2. Liv Ripley kicked out. Ripley kicked out at 2 3/4. Liv getting her back to her feet now. Liv Morgan slaps her in the face, knocking her back. Spinning wheel kick into another monkey flip. Liv Morgan staying on top. Liv Morgan staying on top right now. Morgan, elbow strike. Takes her down into another. Liv Morgan staying on top of her again. Another elbow. She goes down. And now Liv getting Rhea back up to her feet. Liv Morgan punches her in the head. And again. Goes for it again now. Rhea staggers. Now Rhea grabs her. Takes her down with the Northern Lights. Rhea Ripley grabs Liv Morgan and plants her. Taking her in the back now is Rhea. Rhea! Oh my god, just standing on Liv's back. That's one way to crack your spine. I don't think you're a licensed chiropractor, Ripley. There's a splash. Rhea's got her down now, and Rhea, 1, 2, Liv kicks out again. And now Rhea gets Liv back up to her feet. Rhea Ripley, there's the big boot. 1, 2, what? And now Rhea gets her up by the throat. Liv Morgan somehow kicked out of the boat. But now Ripley's back on top. Ripley stomps the arm. Rhea getting her back to her feet, and Rhea Ripley, spear! I think Rhea's done. I think Rhea's done with Liv. Rhea's got the submission back in. Rhea trying to tap her out here. Liv Morgan might have nowhere to go. It might be time for Liv to give up, but Liv is not done fighting. Liv Morgan's not done fighting. She's staggering, though. She's on weak legs. Hurricane Rana, though, willing to fight to her last breath. Knocks back Rhea. Liv Morgan gets punched, and now Rhea Ripley grabs her. Rhea Scoops her up on her shoulders, and Rhea Ripley takes her down into the corner. There's a kick. And again, Rhea Ripley's got her. Kicks her head repeatedly into the turnbuckle. Cover. 1. Rhea Ripley is now pissed. She has seen Liv Morgan's hand was on the ropes. And now Liv stomped on the arm by Ripley. Ripley with another kick. Oh, Liv gets back up. Sweeps the leg. Liv has got her down. Liv. Oh, Ripley grabs her, and Ripley sweeps the leg of Liv Morgan. And now Rhea Ripley saying we're done. Liv is down and possibly out. She's staggering, though. There's a kick. And now Rhea Ripley stomps the back again. Oh my god, Rhea Ripley's looking to fly. Rhea Ripley, whoa, went for a splash. Liv got out of the way. Liv Morgan knocking her back. Liv. There's a kick. Firing away is Liv Morgan. Liv. Off the ropes. Knee to the face. And now Liv Morgan telling her to get back up. Liv. Oblivion. This crowd is chanting one more time, and Liv is looking to give it to him. A third Oblivion for the title. 1, 2, Ripley kicked out. Liv has no clue what's left to do. Liv Morgan now stomping the champion. Rhea Ripley back to her feet. Rhea takes her down. And now Rhea Ripley mocking Liv. Liv Morgan now just getting punched in the face repeatedly. Rhea throws her in the corner now, and Rhea Ripley putting her boot in the mouth of Liv Morgan. Putting her boot into the face. Liv goes down, and now Rhea stomping her in the chest repeatedly. Liv goes down again, and now Rhea grabs Liv Morgan by the throat. Throws her across the ring. And now Rhea back into the submission. Third time. This has got to be it. Liv's trying to fight. Liv is trying to scratch. She's trying to claw. She's trying to claw. It's over. Rhea Ripley will reach 400 days as the Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley gets the win. Liv Morgan tried so hard. She nearly did it. So many times I thought it was over. So many times I'm sure all of you thought it was over, but in the end, your winner and still the Raw Women's Champion, the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley, reigns supreme. A big win for Rhea Ripley tonight. Rhea Ripley scores the win. Rhea Ripley is still your Raw Women's Champion. Who's next? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome at this time a man who has said he has a message for the LS11 Universe tonight, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Pete Dunne. I've been Cruiserweight Champion for only a few short weeks now, but I've been told that with this championship I have the right to go wherever I want in the WWE and defend against anyone that meets the 205 weight limit. So this Monday on Raw, I challenge anyone on the Raw roster that falls in the Cruiserweight division to come for this championship that they've not had many shots at because the previous champion was a coward and hid on SmackDown. Hey, Dunne. So, you might not believe this, pal, but your boy Xavier Woods falls under 205. So consider your little challenge accepted. I hope your title reign is ready to reach its bitter end. Because I'm going to butcher your reign before it can even start. I gotta admit, I try not to be biased on commentary, but that, as much as I love Rhea Ripley, I was kind of pulling for Liv at the end there. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the United States Championship to be on the line. Out first in this six-pack challenge and elimination matchup, meaning everyone besides the final man standing will be defeated in one way or another tonight, whether it be pinfall or submission. So Dolph Ziggler making his way to the ring first. Ziggler still chasing that first championship in the LS11 Universe. He believes tonight is his night. He has been enthralled in this fight with the Hurt Business and trying to rip the U.S. title away from them for some time now. And so many times people have stood in his way. So Ziggler is the first man in this matchup. But he is not the only man, of course, because there are 5 challengers to the champion tonight. Because out next is the man who I'd say has been the biggest obstacle for Ziggler in his U.S. title pursuits. The Machine, Brian Cage. Brian Cage marching his way to the ring tonight. Full head of steam on this one. He's only been defeated twice since his arrival to WWE a few months ago. On his first night here, he took out the then Raw General Manager William Regal by attacking his surgically repaired neck and put Regal on the shelf permanently. We've not seen Regal since. Since then, we had Wade Barrett step in as the interim general manager before Mick Foley could take the full-time role just a few weeks ago, really. As now Brian Cage makes his way to the ring. The Machine is here, and he is the second man in this United States Championship matchup, considered to be a heavy favorite by many of the fans. Out next, though, the absolute fan favorite, voted in by fan demand. A near landslide win to get himself into this matchup as well. Dominik Dijakovic. Dominik Dijakovic, the only man to defeat Brian Cage without any help. He did that a few weeks ago in the build-up to this matchup tonight. This is the moment that the former Intercontinental Champion has been waiting for. Dominik Dijakovic making his way to the ring next. He's going to look tonight to make everyone feast their eyes. As I said, former Intercontinental Champion, former NXT North American Champion, the man who retired the United Kingdom Championship, Dominik Dijakovic, makes his way to the ring. Out next, a huge fan favorite in his own right, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Styles has also been, much like Ziggler, enthralled in a fight with the Hurt Business since his return to Monday Night Raw after NXT Fallout. Every time it looks like Styles is getting close to the world title, the Hurt Business have been there to get in his way, and tonight he takes one last stand against them and looks to pull the United States Championship from them. Looks to make it his own. And he said he wants to take that U.S. title and used as a catalyst to get himself to the WWE title, and then main event WrestleMania. So AJ Styles makes his way to the ring. Wearing the black and gold, representing his old home of NXT. The Phenomenal One makes his way to the ring. AJ Styles is here, undefeated since his return to Monday Night Raw as well. He's only lost this season, coming at the hands of Pete Dunne, whom we saw just a moment ago. And the final challenger, the man who many have dubbed a bit of a giant slayer, Cedric Alexander, making his way to the ring. A young man who we've been seeing a lot of as of late. He's been earning his opportunities. He's been fighting for everything he's got. Cedric Alexander making his way to the ring. Former member of the Hurt Business in his own right. I think the Hurt Business might be regretting kicking him from the group a while back. This past Monday on Raw, Cedric took on the Hurt Business essentially 3-on-1 at one point in that tag match and was holding his own for a while. Cedric Alexander makes his way to the ring. And finally, the United States Champion. Eventually. A member of the Hurt Business, a man who has not lost since joining the Hurt Business, a man who shocked the world when he joined the Hurt Business a few months ago now. Used it to turn his career around. He is now the United States Champion, and that would be Big E. Big E has probably been the greatest investment that the Hurt Business have ever made. Big E joined the Hurt Business because for so long, after being drafted to Monday Night Raw away from his New Day brothers, it was 3-on-1, 4-on-1, handicaps essentially all the time for Big E. Every time he started to get some momentum going, someone stood in his way because they had backup and he didn't. And so finally he took an offer from MVP and he joined the Hurt Business. So now Big E has sold out to the Hurt Business, believes in himself, he's bought into his own hype, essentially. And hey, I mean, he's been the United States Champion for 3 months now. He's not been pinned. And longer than that, he's not been pinned since he pinned him off. Since his last pinfall loss was Money in the Bank earlier this season. So he's not been pinned in nearly a year. But this is the biggest U.S. title defense he's had. Before this, it was Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Here we go. As Brian Cage goes after AJ Styles, Big E picks up Cedric Alexander and slams him down. Ziggler going after Dijakovic, two guys who just kind of passed one another by in NXT. Big splash from Ziggler takes down Dijakovic, and now Ziggler turns his attention to Brian Cage. Big E, no, going after Cedric Alexander. Remember, Ziggler and Cage have so much problems with one another. There's now AJ Styles and Dijakovic, and other two guys who never really had a run in NXT. Meeting face to face. Ziggler firing away on Cage. Big E pummeling the face of Cedric Alexander. Dijakovic with an elbow strike to AJ. Cedric takes down Big E now, and Ziggler goes for a drop kick to Cage. Brian Cage grabs him, and Brian Cage, knee to the ribs, pulls Ziggler in. Dominik Dijakovic covers AJ. Down goes Ziggler. Down goes Cedric. Big E with a stiff powerbomb there. AJ Styles falls out of the ring. Brian Cage, discus forearm. Not quite the Weapon X. Into a cover. One, no. Cedric with an atomic drop takes down Dijakovic. Hurricane Rana to Dijakovic now. And now, a chop block from Ziggler to Cage. Dijakovic slams down Cedric. Dijakovic with a battle cry. There's a chop. Ziggler firing away on Brian Cage. Drop kick from Ziggler. Flatliner to Dijakovic. Ziggler grabs Styles and rolls him through. These two became friends over the last few months from their respect they built for one another in NXT. But right now it's going to be no love lost over the U.S. title. Cedric with a clothesline to the U.S. champion and kips up. Ziggler takes down AJ. Back to his feet. Big E with a big hanging. Oh, super kick from Ziggler to Styles. Big E with a hanging suplex, doing some press ups with Cedric. 1, 2. Styles kicks out. Now Cedric with a drop kick to Big E. And Brian Cage takes down Ziggler. Ziggler back to his feet. Brian Cage with a kick. Now Big E pummeling Cedric again. We're right back where we started for everyone. Ziggler. Oh my god, Ziggler. Zigzag to Brian Cage. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler gets a measure of revenge and eliminates Brian Cage as AJ goes in the calf crusher. And Big E powerbombs Ziggler to the outside. Dijakovic fights out a calf crusher. We're down to 5. As now Dominik Dijakovic into a cover on AJ Styles. 1, 2. No, Styles kicks out. Ziggler fighting away on Big E. AJ with a Pele kick. Or an Enziguri, excuse me. And now AJ goes to the outside. Big E knocking back Ziggler. Big E with a punch to the gut. And now AJ Styles. Phenomenal forearm to Dijakovic. Cover. Cedric grabs Big E. 1, 2. Dijakovic eliminated. Cedric Hurricane Run into Big E. And now Dolph Ziggler. Whoa, grabs AJ Styles. Rolls him through. Rope break though. Now Ziggler going after Styles. Cedric suplexes Big E. Ziggler gets caught by AJ into a reverse DDT. And now Cedric Alexander with Big E. AJ takes down Ziggler. Ziggler trying not to fall out of the ring here. Cedric of the Brainbuster cover to Big E. 1, 2. No! And now Cedric grabs Ziggler up on his shoulders. Into. Spins him out. And now Big E getting fired up. Cedric with an uppercut to the champion. Big E grabs onto Cedric Alexander and Big E. Holding Cedric up. Ziggler saving Cedric from the hanging suplex but causes Cedric to drop because of it. Cedric with a standing shooting star to Ziggler. Knocks him down and allows Big E to grab him though as Cedric was trying to get up. And now Big E turns him over with a kick. And Big E coming off the ropes with the big splash to Cedric. And now AJ Styles grabs Ziggler. 2. No! Cedric kicks out as Ziggler, I think, might have knocked Big E, or might have knocked AJ onto Big E. And now Ziggler. Whoa. Jackknife cover to Styles. 1, 2. No! And now Big E's got Cedric up and slams him down. AJ Styles coming off the ropes. It was looking like he was going to. Now Big E punches AJ Styles in the gut. Big E grabs AJ. Belly to belly. Ziggler with a right hook knocks him back. And Ziggler with a chop. Dolph Ziggler drop kicks him. Now AJ. No, Ziggler counters. Ziggler. Drop kick to Styles. Drop kick to Big E. And now Ziggler stalking Styles. AJ Styles caught again. Ziggler into another jackknife cover. 1. No. AJ Styles getting up to his feet and Ziggler. Super kick. Cover. No. Big E takes down Cedric Alexander. Big E with Cedric. Ziggler punches him. Ziggler. Zigzag to the U.S. champion. Cedric covers him. 1, 2. Ziggler wanted the glory himself, though. That might have cost everyone if Big E stays a factor in this match any longer. As AJ Styles took down Dolph Ziggler. AJ with a knee to the back of the neck. Now AJ into a cover. 1. No, Big E kicks out. Now Cedric grabs AJ Styles. Cedric, brainbuster to AJ Styles. Cedric Alexander could be about to score the biggest pinfall of his career. Cover. 1, 2. Oh my god. Cedric Alexander just pinned AJ Styles, and now he grabs Big E, punches him in the back. Cedric turns Big E around now, and Cedric with Big E over the top rope. Cedric with a right hook. drop kicks him. Ziggler grabs him, rolls him through. Ziggler, 1, no. Now Dolph Ziggler, right hand to Cedric Alexander. Alexander with a chop, and again. Now Cedric pulls him in, and Cedric, swinging neck breaker. Big E up on the ropes, posing. I don't think he realized Cedric was back to his feet. Cedric! Oh, Big E swats him away now, and Cedric, spinning wheel kick, takes down the champion into a cover. 1, 2. And Big E gets the shoulder up as Ziggler now going under Alexander. Into a drop kick, takes him down. Ziggler dealing with Big E. There's a right hook to the champion. The United States champion now grabs Ziggler. Big E with Dolph Ziggler in the ropes. Big E grabs Ziggler now, puts him in the ropes, and Big E tying his arm up. Big E ties up the arm of Ziggler, who staggers, and Big E, with Ziggler up on his shoulders, slams him down. Oh, here we go. Big E looking to end it with a big ending for Dolph Ziggler. 1, 2. Dolph Ziggler, with all the heart he had, forced his shoulder off the mat. Ziggler doesn't want to go quietly. Ziggler kicks back up to his feet. Big E grabs him again, though, and Big E slams him down. Ziggler goes down. Cedric Alexander stirring as Big E comes off the ropes. Ziggler gets out of the way. Ziggler buying himself some time. There's an elbow to Big E, knocking him back, telling Cedric, get on him. Telling Cedric to get on him, and now Ziggler and Cedric teaming up. Cedric, lumbar check to the champion. Cedric Alexander about to dethrone the sitting champion. 2. We are guaranteed a new United States champion. Alexander with a Spanish fly. Both men have scored 2 eliminations now. And Cedric grabs Ziggler, trying to go for the lumbar check to Ziggler. Zigzag. Now Dolph Ziggler tuning up the band. Dolph Ziggler. Sweet chin music. And now he grabs Cedric and Ziggler. 1 more. Falls into the cover. 1, 2, 3. He's done it. After being an ultimate underdog in NXT for so long, having all the support of the fans on his side, and having the heart and the willpower to fight through, Dolph Ziggler finally can call himself a champion. First it was Brian Cage, then he assisted in the elimination of AJ Styles. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the new United States champion, Dolph Ziggler. He's done it. He's finally a champion. Bravo, Cedric, bravo. You know, kid, I'm really sorry I ever doubted you to begin with. You want a new Hurt Business contract, it's yours. Just, do me a favor. If you're gonna join this rank, clean up a little bit on your way in. Whoa, wait a minute! Big E, hit with the lumbar check! MVP just called the shot, and Big E has just been given his notice from the Hurt Business. We've got more coming up next, I guess. After the chaos that was the last match, we're, well, gonna just have more chaos, I suppose. Because the Money in the Bank briefcase is on the line up next in a TLC match. Here comes the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has been on a roll since his return to WWE a few months ago. And now tonight, he looks to add the Money in the Bank contract to the Triple H regime that he joined on his first night in. And he gets to finally cross that last name off his list at the same time. So Cody Rhodes making his way to the ring. The American Nightmare. The grandson of a plumber. Cody Rhodes is here. Now, here comes Mr. Money in the Bank. Roderick Strong makes his way to the ring. It has not been a good few weeks to be him. It's been a terrible few weeks if your name is Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong started this month off as not only Mr. Money in the Bank, but the Cruiserweight Champion. Cody would cost him that first title to Pete Dunne, and now Cody looks to personally take the other one away from him. This could be the worst month in Roderick Strong's career. This could be the first time in LS11 history where someone loses the Money in the Bank briefcase without getting a chance to cash it in as well. So Roderick Strong makes his way to the ring. This is the second time he's had to defend that briefcase since winning it as well. You'd think he'd try and cash it in by now. So without any further ado, Cody Rhodes versus Roderick Strong. Here we go. Cody goes for a clothesline. Roddy grabs him now, and Roddy, oh, Cody countering. Cody knocks him back with an elbow strike. And now Cody, there's a chop. Roddy gets staggered. Cody with another punch to the face. And a jab. Cody, no. Roddy with a forearm strike, and now Rhodes getting kicked in the ribs. Strong. Backbreaker. He's the messiah of the backbreaker for a reason. Roderick Strong. Don't waste too much time showboating, Roddy. You gotta go get a ladder if you want to win. Now Roderick Strong looking into the ring. He gets a chair. We're going to bring the sea of the elements in. Hits Cody with the chair. And again, looking to bend the steel over Cody's back. Cody kicks him. And Cody now, his turn, hits Roddy in the head. Throws down the steel as well, that warped metal. And now Cody Rhodes, setting the ladder to the side for a moment, decides against it, hits Roddy with it. Now Cody Rhodes pushes the ladder into the ring. Cody gets the ladder up. And Cody Rhodes sets the ladder up in the ring. Roderick Strong getting back in the ring now, and Cody knocking him back. Cody Rhodes uppercuts him into the corner. Cody Rhodes chops him. Roderick Strong goes down. Now Cody stomps him in the head. Cody going ahead and going up the ladder now. Cody Rhodes reaches up and grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase. Going ahead and trying to unhook it early. Trying to get an early night. Trying to maybe beat the traffic. As Roddy joins him at the top of the ladder. There's a right hook from a big shot from Roderick Strong. A forearm strike now. And now Roderick Strong goes for a chop. Cody Rhodes throws him face first into the ladder. Pushes him off the ladder now, does Cody. Cody getting down with him. Cody Rhodes. Wait a minute, Cody. Cody cutter! Connecting to Strong, who hits a drop kick. Strong getting out of the ring now, and Roderick Strong looking for some toys. Pulls out another chair. Cody tells him, bring it. Cody punches the chair back into his face. Drop kicks him. Oh, and Roddy got dangerously close to going through that table. Cody now grabs Roderick Strong, and Cody Rhodes grabs Roddy, kicks him in the ribs. Cody Rhodes with Strong up on his shoulders, and Cody Rhodes has him. Power bombs him through the table. Cody cutter on the outside. Cody now climbing the ladder. Back to the top, Cody Rhodes. Back atop the ladder now is Rhodes. Roderick Strong stirring, though. He's trying to get up in that pile of wood. Trying to get up from the splinters. Cody now gets punched in the back. Roderick Strong pushes the ladder over with Rhodes on it. And now Strong gets Cody back up to his feet. Roderick Strong gets him up on his shoulders for gut check. Onto the ladder goes Rhodes. And now Roddy gets him up. Roderick Strong grabs the ladder. And Roderick Strong hits Rhodes with the ladder. Strong's now got the chair, and Roderick Strong hits Cody with the chair. Or again, Cody rolled over. Cody! Oh, gets hit in the face. And again, Roderick Strong trying to bend the metal over the back of Cody. Cody gets back up. Cody knocking him back. Cody Rhodes boots him. Now Cody's got the ladder in hand, and Cody Rhodes sets the ladder up at least. Kicks Roderick Strong in the face. And now Cody. Oh my god, Cody. It's caught by Roddy. Roddy gets him up on his shoulders. Cody. Oh, pushes him off the ladder. Now Cody getting Roderick Strong back to his feet. Cody. No, Roddy with a jawbreaker. Roddy goes for a kick. Cody swings him around. Cody Rhodes with a chop. And again, Rhodes. Oh god. Oh god. Hooks the arms. Cody! Tiger Driver on the chair! Roderick Strong is down. Cody Rhodes quickly scaling the ladder. Cody Rhodes. Roderick Strong is stirring. Cody Rhodes with the briefcase in hand. Cody Rhodes takes the Money in the Bank contract. Roderick Strong, even if he was starting to stand, he didn't know where he was. He just got dropped on his head on steel. Roderick Strong has lost the Money in the Bank briefcase before he could cash it in. Your winner and Mr. Money in the Bank for Season 3, Cody Rhodes. Oh man, hardcore title just for some steak. Oh! Jinder Mahal jumping the hardcore champion backstage. And now I will claim the hardcore championship, and I will take it to Bayside Beatdown to become a double champion. Mahal with Koloss on the concrete. Jinder Mahal is hardcore champion. It is now time for the Raw Tag Team Championship matchup. Generic-Hausen. Voted in by popular demand, El Generico and Danhausen. Wait for it. What you're hearing there is very nice, very generic, the Generic-Hausen show. A custom mashup theme done by myself, so if it's not good, sorry, I'm not a musically inclined person. But Generic-Hausen were voted in by popular demand to be the challengers tonight. So here they are. Generic-Hausen have made their way to the ring. And their opponents, of course, are the Raw Tag Team Champions. The Glorious Robert Roode, the Megastar LA Knight, Not Max Dupree. Fuck that. The Mega Stars making their way to the ring. They have defeated Generic-Hausen once in the past, but we have not seen these two face off since Generic-Hausen really gelled together as a team as of late. So, Knight and Rude make their way to the ring. Robert Roode looking to end this calendar year the same way he started it. Championship gold around his waist. The man has hardly missed a beat this season. He very well could be considered a superstar of the year when that time comes around at the end of the season. So the Raw Tag titles are on the line. It's going to be El Generico and LA Knight starting it off. Here we go. As they lock up, LA Knight grabs him and LA Knight gets him up, suplexes him down. LA Knight now getting Generico back up, punches him, knocking him back there. There's a kick. Punch to the back from LA Knight. He gets El Generico back up to his feet. LA Knight with a chop, and again, LA Knight with another elbow. And again, puts him in the corner. Kicking him now, and El Generico being kicked down by LA Knight. Knight kicking him repeatedly, and LA Knight takes him down. Knight gets Generico back up to his feet, and LA Knight, no, Generico with a punch. And now Generico kicks him in the ribs. Generico gets him up. No, LA Knight counters, and LA Knight, clothesline. Tag made to Rude. Rude, someone who knows Generico pretty well. This time last year, he and Generico traded wins in the build to the Royal Rumble. Now Rude with a knee strike again takes him down. Robert now knocking him down, and Robert Roode with a forearm. El Generico goes down, and Generico has not gotten much offense in this one. Drop kick, though, takes down Rude. El Generico really wants that tag to Danhausen to get this going for himself. And now here comes Danhausen. And Danhausen with a chump. Here we go, Danhausen. DDT! He's very nice and very evil. He kicks him down, and Danhausen could be very much a champion soon. Danhausen biting the fingers. Danhausen now a cover on Robert Roode. Kick out. Roode kicks out. Now Danhausen tags El Generico back in. Now Generico back into the ring. Generico with a kick to Robert Roode. And now Roode starting to stagger back to his feet. El Generico. Oh, went for the tornado DDT. Roode was out of the way, though. And now Roode. Neck breaker to Generico. Robert Roode getting him back up to his feet. And Robert Roode grabs Generico. Throws him across the ring. Into the corner. Roode with a kick. And again, Robert Roode now stomping him in the corner repeatedly. Roode grabs onto Generico. And Robert Roode gets him up. Roode. Spine buster. 1, 2, no! Generico kicks out. Generico kicked in the back. Roode getting him back up to his feet. Robert Roode, it's been very much all the mega stars in this one. Throws Generico into the corner. Oh, goes for a tag to LA Knight, but Generico catches him. Kicks him in the ribs now, and El Generico with Robert Roode into the corner. Generico grabs Roode, and Generico throws him out of the ring. What's El Generico thinking here? Go, Generico. Through the turnbuckle. Tornado DDT on the outside. Standing moonsault. El Generico slams down the arm now. Generico punching Robert Roode in the face. Takes him down, and Generico with a kick. El Generico. For the count of 5, Generico punching Roode in the face again. For the count of 6, as Roode getting picked back up by Generico. Generico throws him into the ring. Back in now. Generico grabs Roode back up to his feet. And El Generico, whoa, went for a sicko leg kick from a standing position. And now Roode grabs onto him, and the man Danhausen calls Bobby Glorious now going to tag the man he calls Eli Knight. Off the ropes now, and the Mega Stars with a double back body drop. Now LA Knight getting too fired up with himself. Here comes Danhausen. Danhausen tagged back in, and Danhausen into a knee to the face. Very nice, very evil. Danhausen back in. Takes him down. Mutilation Hausen is in. And LA Knight fighting free. LA Knight elbows him in the mouth. There's a kick from Danhausen, and again turns him around. Danhausen, knee into the back. He goes down, and now Danhausen getting fired up. Danhausen stomps the head. Into a cover now on LA Knight. Danhausen, 1, 2, no. LA Knight kicks out. Now Danhausen getting LA Knight back up to his feet. Danhausen, no. LA Knight, headbutt. And now LA Knight getting Danhausen back to his feet. Scoops him up. Drops him down. Cover. 1, 2, no. Now LA Knight gets Danhausen back up, trying to make it an early night for Generic-Hausen. They collide. Danhausen now gets knocked back with an elbow. And LA Knight, BMT! 1, 2, Generico makes the save. Oh, and a chop block for the very generic half of the team. LA Knight, cannonballs onto Danhausen. Tag made to Robert Roode. The Glorious One is in. And now Robert getting Danhausen up. And Robert Roode kicks him in the ribs for glorious DDT. Thanks for coming, Generic-Hausen. 1, 2, 3. Megastars get the win again. The Megastars beat Generic-Hausen tonight. Right as they might. The Megastars are just too good, clearly. In the end, a BMT, followed by a glorious DDT. Your winners, and still, Raw Tag Team Champions. The glorious Robert Roode, the Megastar LA Knight. The Megastars get the win. We got more coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting to the final 3 matches of the evening. But before we move on to the next matchup, we're going to hear from the new U.S. champion. It was a very long and winding road. There were many bumps. Many twists and turns, yeah. I mean, if you told me, when they told me, Dolph, you're going to NXT 2 years ago, I was confused then, but if you told me this was all going to lead to me winning the United States title on Raw when I was coming from SmackDown, well, I don't know if I'd have believed you, but I'm not going to waste too much time here. It is a great honor to finally be a champion in the LS11 Universe, and I'm not going to run around and hide. I'm not going to sit here and diminish the legacy of the United States title. People want a shot at this gold. All they got to do is ask. But if you think you're going to take it from me, you're going to have to kill me first. The Intercontinental title up for grabs up next. Inside 4 walls of steel. Pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage will grant you the Intercontinental title tonight. Out first, the man who lost the title just 28 days ago. The prize fighter, Kevin Owens, making his way to the ring. Kevin Owens makes his way to the ring tonight. They're going to win back that prize that he lost just a month ago. Austin Theory really only beat him with the help of Triple H that night. Owens called Theory an afterthought in his own title match when talking about this matchup just last night on SmackDown. Owens said he wants his hands on Finn Balor. That's what he's been after. And to win the Intercontinental title and at the same time become a 2-time IC champion, well, that just makes it even sweeter. Out next, another former champion, the man that Kevin Owens defeated 2 months ago at Bad Blood to become champion, the Prince, Finn Balor. the leader of the Fight Factory. We saw 3 of his students earlier tonight. Blair Davenport, Nikki Cross, and Kaylee Ray winning that 6-woman tables match. Finn Balor now looks to bring some more gold to the Fight Factory. The Prince is here. He is ready to try and reclaim the gold. He's a former WWE champion, former Royal Rumble winner, main evented the first ever LS11 Universe WrestleMania, and now tonight he looks to win the Intercontinental title for the 2nd time in his career. So Prince making his way to the ring. Finn Balor approaches the ring. Man with a mean streak a mile long began showing his true colors very recently with the arrival of his Fight Factory. Time where we've seen just how low he's willing to stoop was against Ilja Dragunov, who quite clearly had the championship won if it hadn't been for the Fight Factory back at Clash of Champions. But we saw Dragunov already earlier tonight fighting for the world title. So Finn Balor making his way to the ring, the other challenger. But now it is time to bring on the champion. The man Owens called an afterthought, the 3rd member of the Triple H regime. We already saw 1 member of the regime get a big win tonight earlier with Cody Rhodes, becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre not on the card tonight. But now here comes the Intercontinental Champion, Austin Theory, to the ring. He's keeping his first name. Austin Theory making his way to the ring. This is a big first defense if you're Austin Theory. Finn Balor and Kevin Owens, 2 world-class athletes. 2 competitors who I would not want to be locked inside 4 walls of steel with. I don't know about you. I personally wouldn't. Austin Theory enters the ring. The Intercontinental Champ is here. Austin Theory looking out at Owens and Balor, looking out at the competition. He is ready for his first title defense. Let's see if he's got what it takes to not be just a flash in the pan. Intercontinental title on the line. Referee holds it up. Referee's really just here to count the fall and say ring the bell. Triple threat inside the cage. Owens, Balor, Theory. So here we go as Balor immediately going after Theory. Theory immediately knocks him back, and Austin Theory dodges the attempted stomp, and Theory immediately telling the referee, open the door, get me out of here. As Balor goes after Owens, Theory I think is hoping that Balor and Owens are going to be too distracted with one another. Referee's trying to figure out how to open the door. I know doors are a little bit complicated, but come on, man. He's got it open. Austin Theory starting to walk out. Owens trying to stop him. Owens is trying to stop Theory from getting out of that door. Theory was trying to end this matchup in record time, but Owens punches him in the gut and throws him back into the ring. Referee has to close and relock the door. Owens sent into the steel. So Theory drop kicks Balor from behind. And now Balor rolls back through. There's a kick attempt. Theory knocking him back, and Theory with Balor off the ropes. Owens catches Theory, though, before he can do anything, and Owens throws him across the ring. Now Balor with double knees to Owens. Theory with an elbow to Owens. Now Balor kicks him in the ribs. Theory with a kick to the face of Finn. And now Balor. Balor and Owens both seeing his Theory. Theory trying to leave, but Balor. Finn Balor grabs onto him and pulls him off the cage. Now Owens grabs onto Balor, and Owens scoops up Balor. Fallaway slam. Theory, backslide. And Balor makes the save. Balor grabs him, spins him around. Big forearm strike takes him down. Now Balor getting Theory back up to his feet. Finn Balor with a kick and a punch, knocking him back. Owens now. Balor pushes him away into a kick from Theory. Now Balor ties up the legs of Owens. Balor into a submission on Owens. And Theory's going to look to capitalize and get out of the ring. Trying to get the hell out of Dodge, but again, Balor stops him. Theory now. Owens grabs Balor, and Owens swings him out, drops him. So Theory splashes onto him with an elbow. Punch to the face of Owens. Theory kicks him in the ribs. Austin Theory looking to go A-Town down. Knee into the neck of Owens. Now Theory gets caught by Balor. Balor with a right hook. Finn Balor throws him into the corner. Finn grabs onto Theory now, and Finn Balor slams him head first into the turnbuckle again. Grabs onto him again now, and Balor punches him. Owens now. Owens going into the corner. Owens potentially looking to escape as Theory. Drop toe hold to Balor takes him down. Owens grabs onto him, and Kevin Owens slams him down. Kevin Owens taking down Austin Theory. And Owens has him down. Theory's in trouble. Owens with a kick to Balor. Kevin Owens grabs Finn Balor up on his shoulders. And now Balor trying to fight back. Finn Balor, as Owens knocks him back, Owens kicks him in the knee. Now Theory again looks like he's hoping to capitalize off the two. Being concerned with one another. Kevin Owens looks like he's going for the cage. Theory trying to climb. Now Balor and Owens finding common ground. And that is trying to stop this kid from escaping the cage. That came out wrong, out of context. Austin Theory again trying his best, but Owens pulls him off the ropes. Into a cover now. And Balor makes the save. And Balor now grabs Kevin Owens. And Balor puts Owens in the ropes. Balor, forearm strike, turns him around. Balor grabs onto Kevin Owens. Finn Balor, sling blade. And a drop kick. Takes down Owens. Austin Theory with a kick. Theory drives him down. Theory taking down Balor. Owens tries to capitalize. And now Owens, Stunner! Kick out at 2 from Theory. Kevin Owens trying to escape now in Theory. Grabs onto him. Slams his surgically repaired knee into the cage. Takes him down. Now Theory telling the referee to open the door. As Balor concerned with Owens at the moment. And the referee opening the door again. Balor takes down Owens. Theory stopping the attempted pinfall. Remember, Theory doesn't have to be pinned or submitted to lose his championship. Now Owens grabs onto Theory, and Kevin Owens throws him across the ring. Now Balor and Owens. Owens grabs onto Balor. Balor counters. Balor knocking back Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor throws Owens into Theory. Grabs onto him now, and Balor drops him. And now Austin Theory thrown into the corner by Balor. Finn Balor punches him in the face. There's a kick now. Balor, no Theory. Knocking him back. Theory kicks him back. Kicks Balor again. Owens grabs Theory now, and Owens. That's Theory, but Theory takes him down. Got Balor knocking him back. Finn Balor. Spinning wheel kick. Grabs onto him, kicking him again. Balor swinging wheel kick again. Theory counters. And now Theory drop kick. Austin Theory now pulls Kevin Owens off the turnbuckle. Theory kicks him in the ribs. Austin Theory with Owens up. Spikes him. Oh, and a boot to Finn Balor for good measure. Theory trying to stay on top of both former champions, but now Balor grabs him, slams him into the mat. And Finn Balor's got him down into a cover now on the IC champion, who kicks out. Now Balor and Owens locking up. Owens knocks him back. Owens punching Balor, knocking him back again. Owens back body drop to Finn. Draws attention to Theory now, and Kevin Owens punches him in the back. And into the corner he goes. Kevin Owens grabs Austin Theory, punches him in the face. Theory knocking him back again now, and Owens. Balor grabs Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor throws him off the ropes. Big stomp from Finn. Super kick from Theory. Austin Theory going for A-Town down. Owens again trying to steal the pin. And Theory counters. Theory again kicks him. And now Theory going to go for A-Town down on Owens. Austin Theory. Oh, Finn Balor. 2 count. Nearly stole the title off Theory's own move. Austin Theory should have gone for the pin, if you ask me. Theory trying to escape again, but Balor again is right behind him. Theory kicks him back. And now Austin Theory climbing the cage. Theory is at the top of the cage. He's trying to get down. Balor's right there, though. Austin Theory. Balor and Owens are right there. Oh, but they pull each other down. Balor and Owens pulling each other down. Theory trying to get away, but Balor punches him again. Oh, Theory. Theory kicks back Balor. And now Owens. Now Owens is coming after Theory. Austin Theory. Oh, Theory says, I'm out. Balor and Owens were both right there, but neither of them could reach him. Theory has managed to weasel his way out with his Intercontinental title in tow. Balor and Owens locked in the cage. Austin Theory worms his way out of this one. Somehow, some way, Austin Theory managed to worm his way out of this one with the Intercontinental title in tow. Your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, Austin Theory. Up next, our second to last match of the evening. Cameron Grimes fights for one last chance to join Raw. For 6 months now, we have watched Cameron Grimes scratch and claw to try and get a contract in the WWE. For so long, he has fought his way to Monday Night Raw. He went undrafted after NXT Fallout, and he was told that he was not going to be signed to Raw or SmackDown because they couldn't just hand out contracts. And in that time, about 15 people got signed to each brand by just being handed contracts. But anyways, criticizing my own storytelling aside, Cameron Grimes making his way to the ring tonight. He made a deal with Mick Foley. The fans get to pick his opponent. He wins, he gets a Raw contract. He loses, he will never work for the WWE. Cameron Grimes makes his way to the ring. He said if he gets a Raw contract, that the winner of the U.S. title match better watch out, because he'll be going to the moon. He mentioned on Raw this week, and he had one last interview before this matchup. He said, how fitting that I have to face a man that is many people's nightmare. Cameron Grimes is here, and he is looking to get that contract to go to the moon. But in order to get there, he has to go through the man you voted into this one. Fans were given the choice. The fans were given the choice between the Road Dogg Jesse James, Papa Shango, and the Boogeyman, and the Boogeyman won in an absolute landslide. Good Lord. What is this, the first time he's been playable in a mainline game, not counting Battlegrounds, since SVR 07? The Boogeyman is here. This man, just, he's something, isn't he? Legend in his own right is the Boogeyman. He makes his way to the ring. Boogeyman steps in the ring. He's here. He is ready. He's ready to crush dreams. The way that, well, you know, a nightmare would. Best way to put it. He makes his way to the ring. This is Grimes' last chance. Without any further ado, here we go. Grimes! Oh, went for Caveman out of the gate, but got caught into a powerbomb. And now Boogeyman gets him up. And the Boogeyman, no, Grimes, answers back. Cameron Grimes, he's not letting fear rule him tonight. He has to face the embodiment of fear if he wants a Raw contract. He gets slammed down. Oh my god, Boogeyman's going to the top rope. Boogeyman, whoa, went for a knee strike off the top. Grimes got out of the way. Grimes punches him in the back, and Grimes. Cameron Grimes knocking him back. Grimes firing away on Boogeyman, knocking him back. Grimes puts him in the corner. Clothesline attempt. Boogeyman counters. Now Boogeyman with a right hook. The Boogeyman knee strike to the ribs. Boogeyman grabs Grimes. Pump handle. Power slam. He's down. 1, 2. No! Grimes' dreams were almost crushed. He gets picked back up and now thrown across the ring. And Grimes with a knee strike connects. Grimes now gets Boogeyman back to his feet, and Grimes scoops him up for spin up slam. An 8-second ride of his own. 1, 2, no! Cameron Grimes nearly had it. Grimes with a kick now takes him down, and Grimes has Boogeyman down. Cameron Grimes, double axe handle to the back. Grimes takes him down, and Cameron Grimes picks him back up to his feet. Grimes came in! 1, 2, Grimes is coming to Monday nights. Cameron Grimes did it. Boogeyman's old. He can't go for that long. Cameron Grimes finally gets a Raw contract. He's done it. The cave-in. Your winner. Officially joining Monday Night Raw. Cameron Grimes. Wait a minute, that's the hardcore champion Jinder Mahal. I'm being told he was being chased by a mob exit. Cave-in again. Grimes. Well, Mahal got chased down here by the locker room, and Grimes scores a second pinfall in about 15 seconds. So not only did he just win a Raw contract by beating Boogeyman, he just became hardcore champion. This might be the best night of this man's life. Cameron Grimes, not only did he just get a Raw contract, he just became hardcore champion. Something he's been chasing for months. Cameron Grimes is hardcore champion. No, 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 no! Baron Corbin! Corbin jumping Grimes! End of days! He might have gotten a Raw contract, but he loses the hardcore title. Baron Corbin spoils the party as much as he can, because of course he does. He's Baron gosh darn Corbin. It's all he does. Baron Corbin takes Cameron Grimes' hardcore title. Grimes at least gets to stay on the Raw roster, but Corbin is hardcore champion. Main event's up next. Corbin is hardcore champion. Reigns and Ciampa up next. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your main event of the evening. The WWE title up for grabs as voted by all of you in a street fight. Out first, here comes the former World Heavyweight Champion, the former Intercontinental Champion, the former SmackDown Tag Team Champion, the former United States Champion, the only man that has held all of those accolades in the WWE Universe mode, Tommaso Ciampa, making his way to the ring. The most decorated star in the LS11 Universe, the man with the most wins in the LS11 Universe. This is his first ever one-on-one opportunity at the WWE World Championship. This is his first time in the main event of a pay-per-view in a world title match since WrestleMania. 28 days ago, Ciampa walked into the biggest non-title match in LS11 Universe history. 28 nights ago, he walked in to one final beat. A no-holds-barred, no disqualifications matchup against Johnny Gargano, and he beat Gargano so bad that Gargano left the WWE. Tommaso Ciampa now tonight looks to be the man to beat the Tribal Chief. Tommaso Ciampa enters the ring. He is here for the main event. Side note, recording the main event on a different microphone. Tommaso Ciampa is here, and he looks to end the fairy tale of the Tribal Chief. He got the upper hand on Raw when he left Roman laying with a fairy tale ending and held up the WWE Championship. But here comes the champion. Here comes the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns making his way to the ring. The Tribal Chief is a dangerous man. He has been unstoppable this season. One pinfall loss the whole season, and it was in a gauntlet matchup where he'd already gone through an opponent beforehand and got shocked with a roll-up. The special counselor, Paul Heyman, in his corner. Roman Reigns making his way to the ring. Roman Reigns won the WWE Championship 56 days ago. 56 days ago, he beat Cesaro so bad that, well, similar to Gargano and Ciampa, Roman beat Cesaro so bad that nobody has seen or heard from Cesaro since. Roman hospitalized the former WWE Champion on that night. And now tonight, Roman Reigns looks to continue his mean streak. He's beat Walter. He's beat Matt Riddle. And he looks to add Tommaso Ciampa to that list. And that's just since he won the title 56 days ago. In the last year, Roman Reigns has been on a path of destruction. Losing to Seth Rollins back at WrestleMania seems to have awoken something within Roman Reigns. Seems to have awoken some kind of anger, some kind of pent-up frustration within the Tribal Chief. And he has been on a war path, is the only way to put it. Roman Reigns marches to the ring tonight. Remember, you all voted for this matchup to be a street fight, which means anything goes. There is no count out. There is no disqualification. The ref is just here, much like last month. He's just here to do the 3 count. Or to call for the bell if there's a submission. So Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. Reigns and Ciampa, first time we are ever seeing these two meet one-on-one. I believe they had a meeting in a tag team match all the way back in Season 1. But Reigns and Ciampa now find themselves in their first ever one-on-one match with one another in the main event of Cyber Sunday for the WWE Championship. There's no bigger prize these two could fight over on Monday Night Raw. Ciampa has said he's been ripped away from Goldie, the World Heavyweight Championship, and so tonight he will make do with what he can get, and what he can get is the WWE World Championship. So Roman Reigns is here. Head of the table, Tribal Chief versus the Psycho Killer, the Blackheart. This is what they fight for tonight, the WWE Championship up for grabs. Introducing the challenger from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 210 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa. And his opponent, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds. He is the WWE World Champion and would like to be acknowledged as the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Reigns and Ciampa one-on-one. The official holding the championship high. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Ciampa versus Reigns. Here we go. Ciampa starts out with a kick to Reigns, boots him back into the ropes. Ciampa with a clothesline. Ciampa coming right out of the gate on Reigns. This is the first time Ciampa's gotten his hands on Roman really at all since their story started 4 weeks ago. Of course, Ciampa did hit him with a fairy tale ending last week, but that was the most he was allowed to do before security got Reigns out of the ring. Reigns sweeps the leg of Ciampa. Roman Reigns now into ground and pound, punching Ciampa in the face. Roman Reigns taking down Ciampa. Turns him over with a kick now, and Roman Reigns pulls back on the neck. Bulldog choke is in, and Ciampa immediately going to get out of it. There's a right hook attempt. Ciampa catches him with that one. Goes for the punch. Reigns counters. Reigns with a right hand now. Reigns grabs Ciampa, kicks him in the ribs. Roman Reigns into a neck breaker to Ciampa. And now Reigns grabs Ciampa, punching him in the head repeatedly now. Reigns takes him down. Roman Reigns with a kick to the back. Goes for another kick. Ciampa grabs the leg. Ciampa sweeps the leg of Roman. Tommaso Ciampa now goes out of the ring. Ciampa pacing outside, and Ciampa looking into the ring. Ciampa looking to bring the first bit of weaponry into the matchup. Oh, he grabbed a kendo stick, but Reigns knocked him back. Ciampa with a boot. Reigns goes crashing towards the steps. Kendo stick to the back. Ciampa laying it in on the WWE Champion now. Got him in the head with that one. Ciampa. No, Reigns answers back, and now Reigns scoops Ciampa up on his shoulders, and Roman Reigns, oh my God, gets a running start. Throws Ciampa back first into the barricade. And now Reigns back on a ground and pound on Ciampa. Stomps him. Reigns gets Ciampa back up to his feet, and Roman Reigns grabs onto Ciampa. Reigns sends him into the steps. And Reigns goes back into the ring, just establishing dominance for a moment here. Establishing that this is his ring, his yard. Ciampa staggering back to his feet, and Roman Reigns pacing around, waiting for him. Ciampa now runs back into the ring, and Reigns with an uppercut takes him down. Reigns kicks him down again, and now Roman grabs onto Ciampa, and Roman Reigns with Ciampa for a gut wrench. Reigns goes out of the ring now, and Roman Reigns looking for something. Reigns gets a table. Roman's got a table. Ciampa slides out of the ring, causes Reigns to drop the table, slaps him. Ciampa knocking Reigns up towards the apron now, or towards the ramp now. Ciampa goes for right hook. Reigns counters, and now Reigns with a right hook. Roman Reigns kicks him in the ribs, pulls him in for a pump handle, throws Ciampa at the barricade again. And now Roman Reigns grabs that table, getting it set back up, it looks like. Reigns almost creates a barricade here between himself and Ciampa, trying to get some separation for a moment. And now Ciampa running around ringside. Ciampa cuts off the Tribal Chief. Bicycle knee from Ciampa. Ciampa with a right hand to the back, grabs Reigns, swings him around, kicks him in the ribs. Ciampa gonna go for a powerbomb. Reigns firmly plants himself, and back body drop to Ciampa. Ciampa now, Reigns gets back up. Reigns kicks him in the ribs, and now Reigns' turn. Roman has Ciampa up for a powerbomb, says this is how it's done. Oh no, Reigns takes him towards the table, power bombs him, and the table explodes. Reigns gets Ciampa back up to his feet. There's a punch, and again, Reigns fires away on Ciampa, and Reigns throws Ciampa face first into the ring post. Ciampa goes down. Reigns standing tall as Reigns grabbing Ciampa back to his feet. Roman Reigns gets Ciampa back up, and Reigns throws Ciampa into the ring. Roman slides back in behind him as well. And now Roman gets Ciampa back up to his feet. Reigns, guillotine choke. Guillotine choke is in. Reigns might have it won here. Could make quick work of Ciampa. Ciampa's looking like he's fading. Oh, Ciampa! Ciampa! Rolls through it. Gets back up. Ciampa fights out of the guillotine. Clotheslines Reigns. Punches him in the face now, and Ciampa unloading on the Tribal Chief. Headbutt from Reigns. Superman punch. Gets off of Ciampa though, decides he's not done. Now Reigns kicks him down, Ciampa back to his feet. Big boot from the Tribal Chief. And now Reigns, he almost looks surprised. I think for some reason he underestimated Ciampa. He expected Ciampa wouldn't give him as much of a fight as he's giving him right now. Ciampa with a clothesline sends Roman crashing to the outside, and Ciampa follows him. Ciampa with a right hook, and again, he's got him down. Ciampa kicks Reigns, and into the barricade goes the Chief. Elbow to the back takes him down. And now Ciampa with a knee strike to Reigns. Tommaso Ciampa looking under the ring now, and Ciampa. Oh, Reigns just with the drive-by on the outside. Reigns throws Ciampa into the barricade. And now Roman grabs Ciampa again, and Reigns punches him. And a punch again. Reigns firing away on Ciampa. Headbutt takes him down. Reigns hops over him now, and Roman Reigns grabs that kendo stick Ciampa was using earlier. Hits him with it. And again, it just broke over the head of Ciampa. And now Reigns going back into the ring. Roman Reigns and Tommaso Ciampa have been littering ringside with weapons. Reigns has a chair. Reigns, chair to the head. And again, Roman Reigns hammering away on Ciampa with a steel chair. Leathering his opponent right now. The chair warps over the body of Tommaso Ciampa. Roman Reigns grabs him, and now Reigns kicks him in the ribs, pulls him in, and Roman gets him up. Powerbomb position again, carrying him towards the barricade. Reigns powerbombs him onto the barricade. That's not going to be good for the back. And now Reigns gets Ciampa. What's he thinking here? He grabs him back to his feet. Reigns, uppercut attempt. Ciampa countered. Ciampa with a right hook. And again, now Ciampa knocking him back. Ciampa grabs Roman, throws him into the apron, and slams him in the back. And now Ciampa getting Reigns back up to the feet. Kicks him in the ribs. Here we go. Ciampa with Project Ciampa. Reigns meets the steps on his way down as well. And now Ciampa looking under the ring. Ciampa has another kendo stick. His turn. Hammering away on Reigns. Ciampa looking to break the kendo stick over Reigns' body, but Reigns back to his feet, and Reigns throws an uppercut, jabs him, knocking Ciampa back towards the barricades. Ciampa dodges it. Big boot from Ciampa knocks him back. And now Tommaso goes into the ring. Tommaso Ciampa hits the ropes, goes to the top rope. Ciampa, oh, crashes and burns thanks to Reigns. Reigns takes a step back. Spear! Spear by Reigns. Ciampa is down. Reigns could have this one. Roman Reigns knocks him down. Reigns going for Ciampa now. Goes back into the ring instead, or goes onto the apron. Cannonball senton. Reigns takes him down. Roman dropping Ciampa, and Roman Reigns looking under the ring. And now Reigns with a sledgehammer. Reigns pulled a sledgehammer out. Ciampa with a big boot. And now Ciampa getting knocking Reigns back. Ciampa, right hand. Reigns and Ciampa now fighting up onto the ramp, it would appear. Reigns with a slap to the face of Ciampa. Roman throws him into the barricade. And there's a kick, and again, Roman getting up to his feet now. Roman Reigns gets him up. Reigns punches him in the gut, grabs onto him, headbutts him. And now Reigns with Ciampa back up to his feet. Roman Reigns, another headbutt, takes down Ciampa. Reigns, oh my God, slamming the back of Ciampa's head into the concrete. That is exposed concrete there. And now Ciampa kicks Reigns into the steel. And Ciampa throws him across the ramp. And now Ciampa rakes the eyes of Roman. And now Ciampa grabs him again. Ciampa throws him up the ramp. Tommaso Ciampa now in hot pursuit. He's got Reigns up on the ramp. Now he kicks him, stomps him again. Ciampa grabs Roman Reigns and Tommaso Ciampa punching him in the head. Ciampa punching in the face of the tribal chief now. And Ciampa, oh, Reigns kicks him in the face. Clothesline. Reigns gets Ciampa back up to his feet, and Roman Reigns with Ciampa throws him up the ramp. Reigns has Ciampa down. Reigns is starting to get... Ciampa's getting back up. Reigns firing away, though. Reigns knocking him back. Roman Reigns. Headbutt. Reigns with a headbutt. Now he kicks Ciampa in the ribs, and Reigns into another ground and pound on Ciampa, taking him down. Reigns back into ground and pound again. Takes him down. Another kick. And Reigns again. Oh, Ciampa! Turns it around on Reigns. Ciampa with another kick, takes down Reigns. Reigns is down. Ciampa went for another kick. Reigns got out of the way. Reigns, right hand, no. Ciampa counters. Ciampa kicks him in the ribs. Ciampa on the entrance ramp. Fairy tale ending. And now a kick to Reigns. Ciampa's not done. Ciampa kicking him down. Ciampa with another kick. Ciampa gets Reigns back up to his feet, and Tommaso with Roman. Oh, throws him towards the side of the ramp. Ciampa takes down Reigns with another kick. Ciampa getting him back to his feet. Ciampa with Roman. Oh, Reigns teetering. Ciampa kicks him in the ass and knocks him down on that steel ramp. And Ciampa senton off that ramp. That's a steep ramp right there. That was about a 6-foot drop. And now Reigns with an uppercut to Ciampa. Ciampa thrown into the lights. Reigns knocking him back. These two fighting into the crowd area now. Reigns now getting Ciampa back up to his feet. Roman Reigns uppercuts Ciampa. Roman Reigns now back into ground and pound on the outside. Out on the floor. Stomps on Ciampa's ribs. Reigns grabs Ciampa again. Roman gets him back up, and Roman with Ciampa scoops him up and onto his shoulder. Reigns carrying Ciampa towards the crowd, it would appear. Reigns walking towards the LS11 Universe. Ciampa with a chop block to the knee. And now Tommaso Ciampa, a big boot, takes down Roman. Kicking him while he's down. Now is Ciampa. Reigns rolls back through. Here comes Ciampa. Oh, Reigns rolls up. Superman punch! Reigns just Superman punched him out of the air. Threw Ciampa up in the air and punched him on his way back down. And now Reigns into a fireman's carry. Has Ciampa up on his shoulders. Reigns carrying Ciampa around. Roman carrying him back towards the entranceway. Ciampa, oh my God, dropped onto the lights. Is the final match of the night. These two are tearing the arena apart. Making it easier for the cleanup crew, getting rid of some of the stuff they got to take care of. Boot from Ciampa crashes Reigns into the lights. And now Ciampa heading back towards the ring. Reigns right behind him. Reigns knocks him into the lights, and Reigns with an uppercut. Ciampa with a knee strike. And now Ciampa throws Reigns across the floor. Ciampa grabs Roman now, and Ciampa gets Roman back to his feet. Tommaso Ciampa. Into the lights goes Reigns. And now Ciampa walking away. Reigns getting back up to his feet. Ciampa tells him, bring it on. Here comes Reigns. Oh, but I think Reigns realizes Ciampa was going to goad him in. Reigns punches him with an uppercut instead. I think Ciampa was expecting a spear. Reigns grabs Ciampa now. Oh my God. Reigns. Crucifix. Powerbomb. Reigns with a crucifix powerbomb. And now Roman, he wants to end this in the ring. He gets Ciampa up, and Reigns carrying Ciampa back towards the ramp. Ciampa's fighting though. Ciampa elbows Reigns in the head. Right hook connects, and now Ciampa firing away on Reigns. Tommaso Ciampa throws Reigns down the entrance ramp. Ciampa in hot pursuit now. Ciampa, big knee strike to Reigns, takes him down. Reigns staggering Ciampa with a right hook, knocking him back. Ciampa boots Reigns back towards the ring. Ciampa grabs him and throws him back towards the ring. Roman goes down. Ciampa, another boot to the Chief. The WWE Champion's down. Tommaso Ciampa grabs a chair, and Ciampa, went for a chair shot. Reigns counter. Ciampa counters. Discus clothesline. Yeah. Ciampa takes him down. Ciampa's got the chair back now, and Ciampa, here we go. Chair to the head of Reigns. And again. Ciampa hammering away with a chair on Reigns. And again. Reigns gets knocked to the barricade with that shot. Reigns rolls back to his feet, though. Clothesline. Another kick now. Reigns, no. Ciampa back to his feet. There's another boot. Ciampa putting his boot down the mouth of Reigns repeatedly. And now Ciampa throws him into the ring post. Grabs Reigns, getting him back up to his feet. Ciampa with Reigns into the ring. And now Tommaso Ciampa looking under the ring. Ciampa gets the table. Ciampa's got another table. Tommaso sliding it into the ring. And now, wait a minute! Jimmy Uso! Hurricane Rana to Ciampa! Oh, come on! Ciampa with a boot to Jimmy. Reigns calling in his lackeys, the Usos. And now Ciampa. Fairy tale ending to Jimmy. And now Ciampa. Well, Jay just tried to dive onto Ciampa, who saw it coming. Ciampa throws him into the barricade. Roman watching as his cousin's taking the brunt of his dirty work. Ciampa with another fairy tale ending. Ciampa takes care of the bloodline. Back into the ring, though. Reigns boots Ciampa. And now Reigns gets Ciampa back up to his feet. Roman Reigns grabs Ciampa. Reigns puts him against the table, and Reigns grabs Ciampa, pops him up. Reigns power bombs him through the table. Reigns says we're done. Roman Reigns, his cousins, provided the distraction, and now Reigns into the corner. Roman Reigns looking to end it. Spear to Ciampa. Reigns spears Ciampa. Good night. Oh, Reigns is going back into the corner. Reigns doesn't want it to be over. Reigns wants to punish Ciampa. Ciampa staggers. Reigns. Here we go. Another spear to Ciampa. Connects. Roman Reigns takes him down. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God, Ciampa kicked out. Reigns with a right hand. And again, no, Ciampa rolls through. Ciampa with a boot. Ciampa knocked Reigns face first into that wood. Reigns kicked in the ribs as Ciampa. Fairy tale ending onto the remains of the table. 1, 2. Reigns kicks out. Ciampa could turn this one around. Ciampa kicks him down, and again, Ciampa gets Reigns back to his feet, kicks him in the ribs again. Ciampa for the title. Fairy tale ending. Ciampa into the corner. Here we go, looking for the knee strike. Oh, wait a minute, that's Triple H. Triple H, the SmackDown General Manager, just blasted Ciampa with a sledgehammer. And again. And now Triple H says to Reigns to do it. Well, remember, Gargano was one of Triple H's guys, and Ciampa took him out. Spear. Reigns with a spear into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Triple H just handed Roman Reigns the victory. Triple H just awarded Reigns the championship match. hands him the victory over Tommaso Ciampa. Roman Reigns beats Tommaso Ciampa with the help of Triple H. You gotta be kidding me. If you remember a month ago, Triple H pedigreed Ciampa on the SmackDown Before Survivor Series. And now tonight he makes sure Ciampa doesn't become WWE Champion either. Your winner, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns keeps the title tonight. Thank you all for watching. Oh, come on. And now Triple H kicks him for the... No, Ciampa caught his leg. Triple H, you done messed up. Ciampa firing away on the game. Triple H tries to get back up. Ciampa kicks him into the steel steps. And now Ciampa getting a chair. Ciampa bashes a chair over the boss. Ciampa laying out the SmackDown GM with a chair. Triple H had no business getting involved in this Raw World title match. Ciampa with another chair shot knocks Triple H down. Ciampa takes him down. And now Tommaso Ciampa. Oh my God, Ciampa pulls the top of the announce table. Ciampa tells the commentators, the guy's saying nothing, to get out of the way. And now Ciampa gets him back up to his feet. Ciampa kicks him in the ribs. Ciampa. Fairy tale ending to Triple H. Tommaso Ciampa gets Triple H back up, and Ciampa throws him into the announce table. And now Ciampa again throws him into the table. Ciampa just launching the game into the table. Discus clotheslines him. Ciampa beating the hell out of Triple H right now. Ciampa with Triple H throws him into the table again. Ciampa's got him up again. Ciampa using Triple H as a weapon to attack that poor defenseless table. Throws Triple H into the barricade. And now Ciampa gets Triple H, grabs him. Ciampa slams him into the table again, and Ciampa, oh God. Ciampa with Triple H. Ciampa grabs the game for air raid crash through the table. Tommaso Ciampa lays out Triple H. Ciampa gets a measure of revenge, but he can't get revenge on Roman Reigns. He has lost tonight, but he takes out his frustrations on Triple H. Thank you all for watching Cyber Sunday tonight. Be sure to tune into Raw this week because we got plenty, especially with the fallout of what we've just seen. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.